the history of the company goes back to 2011, 2012, I would say. So that's what, 14, 15 years ago. And at the time, I had left another company that I was building software and managing a development team at that company. And I thought, well, there's a lot of customers out there that might need help, and I think I can maybe help them on my own. And my very first experience with what we're doing now with the cloud was to actually sign up for an AWS account. So one of our accounts is very old, and it's actually still on like one of their old platforms because it was so old. It was from 2011 or 2012. Yeah. And I was actually, a customer of AWS. And back then, the number of services that Amazon had was very small. It was only 15 or 20 services. It was your core kind of EC2
right.
and S3 and obviously the identity stuff, but none of the breadth of hundreds of services that they have now. So at that time, I became pretty skilled in some of the services that were there, building a database, deploying that database, learning the networking functionality and those types of things with AWS. And then, fast forward a number of years after people were starting to hire me and I met people just through shoe leather kind of networking and stuff. They were like, oh yeah, the cloud's kind of taken off and you've been working with it for a number of years. So, we need help with maybe moving our stuff to the cloud or moving our databases off-prem and that sort of stuff. And so started to get, customers in different spaces doing that. And then learned about this thing, the Amazon Partner Network. And at the time I thought, oh, I'm gonna sign up to become a partner and all this new business is gonna come in the door, not knowing that there were, tens of thousands of other partners that signed up, right? And now that we're an advanced tier partner, we've seen the journey, hopefully on our way to Premier someday, but it takes a lot of work, and so signed up as a partner. We've now grown the business, to where it is, and both in commercial and public sector. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey, but I do less coding now. I let your team, handle most of that. But it's also been really interesting to see the growth in the number of services and the responsiveness of AWS to, kind of respond to the market and see what's coming. Because again, going back to when we started, there was really only a small number of services, and that's more than 10x to where we are now.
Yeah, I think we're at 435
so
services.
Almost 50x, really where it was back then.
I think the core services still fit really cleanly, but I do appreciate you letting my team have all the fun, and you have to do all the business calls and whatnot. We get to do all the cool building.
Yeah,
so I'm
very
grateful.
Yes.
Yeah.